Hi, I'm Zera and welcome to my channel. Before we start the video, here is a question. What do you picture a Lamborghini 10 years ago? Is this, or this? No, it's neither. This is what a Lamborghini looked like 10 years ago. Time really flies, huh? Even the Banano is a decade-year-old car, so the Aventador is also a thing of the past, the last breed of a pure V12 Lamborghini. Since the hybrid Revetto hit the market, the debate of the design is non-stop. I'm not gonna lie, the Revetto is really fast, but the plug-in V12 Lamborghini sounds a little bit odd, isn't it? Something is missing, and that's why the Aventador makes people feel a bit nostalgic. The Aventador is Lambo's best-selling V12 flagship, with 11,465 different versions of it rolling off the production line during its 11-year lifespan. It was better received than all of its V12 predecessors combined. Countless custom and limited editions also exist. During those 11 years, thanks to Daddy Volkswagen's resources and money, Lamborghini has used the platform of the Aventador to spawn several special editions. Each of them is beyond crazy. So in this episode, we'll go through all the Aventador's editions to check out what's the J, what's the SVJ, and what's the SVJ 63. There's even a Jackie Chan edition and a car that you've never seen before. So welcome to Zera's Car Stories. Please like and subscribe for more interesting videos to come. So let's get to it. On February 28, 2011, Lamborghini unveiled the LP700-4 Aventador, codenamed LBA34, at the Geneva Motor Show to succeed the outgoing Murcielago, which was launched more than 10 years ago. The V12 Lambo is unique in the market, positioned between the supercar and the hypercar, had a thing of its own. Compared to cars like the 488 and the 720S, the Aventador is positioned higher with a larger wheelbase, more power, and is more exclusive, while for the Zonda or LaFerrari, the base model Aventador is not limited production and have a lower price point. For a long time, the V12 Lambo is the baby Jesus in the supercar market, with only the Ferrari Testarossa of the past and the recent SF90 Stradale being able to compete with it. The engine of the LP700-4, internally codenamed L539, is a 6.5 natural aspirated, multi-point fuel-injected 60-degree V12 with dry sump. It can produce a maximum output of 700 horsepower and a peak torque of 690 Nm, and weighs about 235 kilograms. This is the second V12 engine ever designed by Lamborghini and the fifth in-house engine in Lambo's history. The V12 in the Murcielago is antique, dating back as far as 1964 for the company's origin, the 350 GT. By the time of launch, the LP700-4 was Lamborghini's fastest production car and the first V12 Lamborghini to ditch the manual gearbox. It only comes with a 7-speed single-clutch automated manual. Despite being single-clutch, it can shift within 50 milliseconds. That makes the LP700-4 capable of accelerating to 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds and has a top speed of up to 221 miles per hour. The design of the LP700-4 was widely praised from the very beginning. It took over the proportions of the Murcielago and combined with the sharp lines of the Benetton and S-Stoke, it should not be on the road, it should be on your dream. In The Dark Knight Rises, Bruce Wayne is driving one. Think about how cool that is. The designer of the LP700-4 is Filippo Perini, former Alfa Romeo, who later helped Lambo to establish a new design center in Santa Agata, Bolognese, where he led the design of many Lambo's classics, including the LP640, Benetton, S-Stoke, Huracan, and Urus, and now he's the design chief of Genesis. A year after the launch of LP700-4 Coupe, Lamborghini has unveiled the LP700-4 Roadster, which comes with a removable roof consisting of 2 carbon fiber panels weighing 6 kilograms each. The LP700-4 Roadster maintains the same performance as the Coupe, and with a total weight of 1,625 kilos, it is only 50 kilos more than the Coupe. In addition, all Aventador Roadster have the A-pillars, windshields, and the rear window area painted black, which is more recognizable than the Coupe. Now we got the Coupe and the Roadster, it's time to have some performance. At the 2015 Geneva Motor Show, Lamborghini unveiled the SV version, the LP750-4 Super Veloce. It has an increase in power to 750, more carbon fiber inside and out, and weight of 50 kilograms less than the LP700-4. The power-to-weight ratio is 1 horsepower per 2 kilograms. Compared to the standard Aventador, the Aventador SV is even more aerodynamic, with the addition of a new front splitter, rear diffuser, and a fixed rear wing. The car has a remarkable battle stance. and has 180% more downforce than the standard model. In addition, the SV's electronic steering has been upgraded for better high-speed handling, and the chassis has been improved. As a result, the SV's 0 to 60 is in just 2.8 seconds, 0.1 seconds quicker than standard, and the top speed is more than 220 miles per hour. The SV Roadster was unveiled at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance in the same year, and it also featured a carbon fiber removable roof, and it was 50 kilograms lighter than the Aventador Roadster, weighing only 1,575 kilograms. Production of the LP700-4 was discontinued in 2016. The SV model soon followed through in 2017. The total production of the early Aventador is 7,125, nearly twice as much as the Murcielago. The Aventador received a facelift in December 2016. The Aventador S, codenamed LP740-4, with both cosmetic and mechanical upgrades. Now it comes with 4-wheel steering. The output of the 6.5-liter V12 has been increased to 740 horsepower and 690 Nm of torque, and due to the departure of Filippo Perini, the Aventador S has been completed by German designer Mitja Borket, who was originally a Porsche designer who is best known for the Panamera Sport Turismo and the Boxster 987. Compared to the LP740-4, the front end was redesigned with a larger splitter, 2 more ventilation ducts in the front bumper, a large diffuser at the rear, and a triangular-shaped triple exhaust. With these changes, the Aventador S is more compact and has 130% more downforce. Immediately after, the LP740-4 Aventador S Roadster was unveiled at the 2017 Frankfurt Motor Show, and along with the new model came a couple of newly designed rims. The new Roadster was 50 kilograms heavier than the coupe and just a little slower in terms of acceleration. I'm sure the Aventador SVJ LP770-4 is surely a dream in the minds of many. Launched at the 2018 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, is an upgrade version of the SV. The SVJ stands for Super Veloce Jota. A lot of people are confused with what the Jota means. I'll explain. During the 60s, the FIA had an entry standard for road production cars homologated into race cars, named Appendix J. Only after meeting the requirements in this appendix, the car could legally compete. Lamborghini had an engineer driver named Bob Wallace. He built a lightweight, high-performance version based on the Miura. He named it Miura P400 Jota. The Jota, of course, refers to Appendix J. However, the Miura P400 Jota was destroyed during testing, so the plans for racing fell through. But Lamborghini kept the Jota name as a representation of their track model. While the Miura was still in production, Lamborghini built a total of 6 Miura SV-Js, which were the founding fathers for the SVJ. There was a special version of the Diablo SE30, the SE30 Jota, for the 30th anniversary of Lamborghini in the 90s, and Lambo also had a failed GT1 project, the Diablo Jota GT1 LM. The Aventador also had a special version, the Aventador J. We'll get to that later when we take a look at the special editions. After all this information, all you need to know is the SVJ stands for Lamborghini's high-performance truck models. The Aventador SVJ lives up to the track name indeed, with a redesigned V12 engine that produced 770 horsepower and 720 Nm of torque, had a reduced weight of 1,525 kilograms. The SVJ is the first V12 Lambo to feature ALA, Lamborghini's active aerodynamic system, which gives the SVJ 40% more downforce than the SV. In 2017, we saw the Huracan Performante, which was first fitted with the ALA system, break the record of the Nürburgring Nordschleife and become the fastest production car on the ring. And in 2018, the SVJ was also brought to the ring, beating the Porsche 911 GT2 RS with a time of 6 minutes 44 seconds and 97 to have a try to sit on the throne. In 2019, the SVJ Roadster was launched, whose performance are basically the same as the coupe, limited to 800 units. As we move into 2020, the Aventador begins to show its age, and rumors of a new V12 Lambo abounds. The Aventador S is discontinued in 2021, and in July of that same year, Lamborghini announced on social media that the final version of the Aventador was named the LP780-4 Ultimate, with a limited production run of 600 units, 350 coupe, and 250 roadsters. The Ultimate's engine was increased to 780 horsepower and the same torque of the SVJ, and had a 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. It was sold out right after the premiere. However, the Ultimate had the weird story. In February 2022, a cargo ship named Felicity Ace, which was carrying 15 Ultimates, caught fire and sank 320 kilometers from Azores Island, so the last 15 of the Aventador, along with more than 1,000 Porsches, 2,000 Audis, 200 Bentleys and another 70 Lamborghinis just sank in the water. It cost the VW a lot. The last Ultimate to roll off the line was also a special edition that paid homage to the 1968 one-off Miura Roadster. And speaking of the Miura, let's not forget that the pre-2016 Aventador also came out with the Miura homage. It was to the Miura Coupe. So the standard non-special Aventador is listed above. Next, we'll take a look at some of its special editions. In the meantime, please like and subscribe to Terence Car Stories. I'll give you more after this. The first special model of Aventador was the famous Aventador J. Introduced at the 2012 Geneva Motor Show, despite the fact that the car has been around 11 years, the roofless, windowless supercar still looks out of this world. Surprisingly, the design of the Aventador J was completed in just 6 weeks. Designer Filippo Perini has revealed in an interview that in January 2012, Lamborghini CEO Stefan Winkelmann asked him to prepare a special model for the Geneva Motor Show in March, and he finished the sketches over the weekend, which sounds unbelievable. The Aventador J is a typical Bacchetta, a name mostly used to describe the windowless, roofless, boat-like model that first originated from the Ferrari 166mm, and later mostly used to describe Ferrari model as well. But to this Lamborghini, the Aventador J is not just an Aventador without a roof. The design is basically new. It has a larger front and rear diffuser, quadruple exhaust, and the treatment to the backbone was later carried over to the production Roadster. Don't forget the periscope-like mirrors, it is really unique. The Aventador J was road legal in Italy, and only one was built, sold to a loyal customer for $2.8 million just before the motor show. In 2013, on the occasion of its 50th anniversary, Lamborghini unveiled the limited edition Aventador LP720-4 50th anniversary at the Shanghai Motor Show, with output boosted to 720 horsepower, new colors and a two-tone bodywork, and a 50th anniversary logo made from carbon fiber. The Roadster of the LP720-4 was unveiled at the Quail that same year, with both versions being limited to 100 units each. At the 2014 Beijing Motor Show, through Lamborghini's Ad Personam customization program, the Nazionale edition was unveiled, as well as a customized Jackie Chan edition, which was released as a 60th birthday gift for Jackie Chan. Both cars were based on the standard version of the LP700-4, but with a lot of new details. Jackie Chan later auctioned the cars for charity and raised nearly 8 million RMB. At the end of 2014, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the cooperation with Pirelli, Lamborghini launched a limited edition LP700-4 Pirelli edition, which features a special color scheme with thin red stripes around the body, and was available in both coupe and roadster. Following the launch of the SVJ in 2018, Lamborghini introduced the SVJ 63. As the name implies, it was limited to 63 units, a name that suggests Lamborghini's founding year, 1963. A year later, the SVJ 63 has roadster as well, also limited to 63 units. Both versions of the SVJ 63 was launched at the Monterey Car Week, also to celebrate Lamborghini's victory in the 24 Hours of Daytona and the 12 Hours of Sebring in 2018 and 2019. By 2020, the SVJ Roadster came out with a special edition called the Zago Edition, limited to 10 units, each one customized with an exterior color scheme taken from Satan's hexagonal storms, which is where the name hexagonal Zago originates from. Zago Edition's exterior color scheme took 120 hours, and the interior took 80 hours to redesign. All of these special editions, with the exception of the Aventador J, has the same technical specification as the original model, and thanks to the adaptability of Aventador platform and Volkswagen's R&D know-how, there have been a number of different Lamborghinis based on the Aventador chassis during the 11 years production. Now let's take a look. The first one to talk about is the Banano. It was launched in 2014 to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th anniversary by enlarging the intake and modifying the exhaust system. The Banano's 6.5-liter V12 has increased its maximum output to 750 horsepower and 690 Nm of torque. The Banano was Lamborghini's interpretation of a track-ready model before the SV and SVJ, and its design language is very different from that of the Aventador. It looks like a sports prototype, With a Y-shaped front end for greater aerodynamic efficiency and improved downforce, rear-wheel arches design can trace back to the Countach, and the large adjustable carbon fiber rear wing connects to the body via an LMP-style center wing. Also, the car comes with 20-inch front and 21-inch rear wheels with carbon ceramic brakes, and the rim is center locking. There were only 4 Banano Coupe, 1 reserved for the factory and the other 3 sold to the customers. In 2014, the Banano Roadster was released, limited to 9 units, weighing 50 kilograms more than the Coupe. At the time of its release, the Banano was priced at $4 million, making it one of the most expensive production cars in the world. With the 50th anniversary of Lamborghini behind, the next big thing is the 100th birthday of their founder, Ferruccio Lamborghini. So in 2016, at the Geneva Motor Show, Lamborghini unveiled a new special model, the Centenario. Lamborghini developed the Centenario to showcase technological advances and also to use it as a testbed for new models. It was based on the SV, but was 5 kilograms lighter. It was the first Lambo to feature a triple exhaust and the first to have a rear-wheel steering. The exterior design of the Centenario has Lamborghini's new aerodynamics, with a double-layer splitter at the front to increase downforce, and also features the largest diffuser ever built by Lamborghini, which in combination with the electrically controlled double-layer rear wing allows the Centenario to generate 227 kilograms of downforce at 175 miles per hour. The Centenario also brings a new interior and entertainment system to Lamborghini, which consists of a 10.1-inch vertical screen. If you have ever played Forza Horizon, you will notice this car. It was the cover car for Forza Horizon 3. Oh man, talking about good memories.
With you.
The Centenario was limited to 40 units, 20 coupes and 20 roadsters. After the Centenario, let's take a look at a one-off model, the SC18 Austin, which was launched in 2018. Based on the SVJ, the SC18 Austin is the first road-going car from Lamborghini's motorsport division, Squadra. Despite being a track model, it is road legal. The SC in SC18 Austin refers to Squadra, the 18 refers to 2018, and the Austin is the name of this lucky customer's son. The SC18 Austin incorporates racing elements from the Huracan GT3 and the Super Trofeo Evo and other limited Lambos. For example, the GT3-like air intakes, Centenario's taillights, the wheels and the rear end of Banano, etc. The body color is also echoed from the Sesto Elemental years ago. As time progressed, the 6.5-liter V12 were gradually challenged by emissions regulations, so Lambo's new mission is build something that is friendly to the polar bears. The one accomplished that was the Sian FKP37, which was introduced in 2020. The Sian FKP37 is Lamborghini's first production hybrid, and its name, Sian, comes from the Bolognese word for lightning, while FKP37 is the initials of Ferdinand Karl Piëch, the former head of Volkswagen, and the year of his birth, 1937. The Sian is a different kind of hybrid. It does not use batteries to store power, but supercapacitors. Braking system is used to convert energy. It has the engine from the SVJ and the 48-volt motor integrated in the gearbox. With a combined output of 890 horsepower, the Sian is the fastest Lamborghini ever. In addition to being the first hybrid V12 Lambo, the Sian's exterior design also stands out, with its wedge-shaped design reminiscent of the Countach created by Marcello Gandini, the body styling that is similar to that of the Terzo Millennio, an electric concept car created not long ago with MIT, which inspired the Y-shaped daytime running lights and later influenced the Rivetto. The Sian's rear wing is engraved with the number 63, representing the year of its founding, and its hexagonal 6 taillights pay homage to Countach as well. A total of 63 coupes and 19 roadsters were produced, and some say that it was the release of the Sian that revealed the design language beforehand that caused the Rivetto to be less than stunning at launch. With the hybrid Sian out of the way, let's take a look at the last pure naturally aspirated V12 Lamborghini, the Essenza SC V12, a pure track racer. Unlike the 599XX, FXX, and FXXK, Lamborghini allows customers to pick up their cars, and if they don't want to take their car home, Lamborghini will maintain the cars and transport them to any FIA Class 1 track. The engine in the Essenza is derived from the SVJ, but the mounting position is rotated 180 degrees to allow for a 6-speed sequential gearbox to be at the rear. The Isenza SC V12 resembles the Huracan GT3 with twin air intakes on the front as well as a center ribs that direct airflow to the intakes on the roof to increase air pressure in the intake manifold. The airflow through the engine is greater as the car speed increases, resulting in greater power output. This technology is known to Lamborghini as aerodynamic supercharging. With an upgrade intake system, the engine produces 830 horsepower, making it the most powerful naturally aspirated V12 Lamborghini has ever produced. Unlike the SVJ, the Isenza is rear-wheel drive and is 136 kilograms lighter and generates 1,200 kilograms of downforce at 155 miles per hour, the equivalent of a GT3. The Isenza SC V12 is limited to 40 units. They are stored in the warehouse at Santa Gata factory, where owners can monitor their cars via an app. As we move into 2021, Lamborghini has introduced a model based on the Sian's hybrid powertrain, the Countach LPI800-4, limited to 112 units, a tribute to the first generation Countach, which was once project codename LP112. Although the appearance of the old and the new Countach isn't that much obvious, the new one is more like a Sian variant. The new Countach figures are basically the same as the Sians, with the same 6.5 V12 and a motor, producing a combined output of 819 horsepower with a supercapacitor and a 7-speed AMT gearbox, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and top speed of more than 220 miles per hour. The LPI 800-4 was sold out in less than a week. Deliveries of the car began in early 2022. In the same year, Lamborghini's racing division unveiled another one-off model, the SC20, a roofless, windowless Barchetta similar to the Aventador J. The styling is inspired by multiple open-top models in Lamborghini's history, such as the Diablo VT Roadster and the Banano Roadster. The side of it looks like the Isenza SC-V12 and it has a large carbon fiber rear wing. The body color of the SC20 is a customized white, Lamborghini calls it Bianco Fu, and the blue one known as Blue Sapphires. In 2022, the outgoing Aventador has two more one-off models. The red coupe one is called Invincible and the silver roadster is Authentica, which was styled in a way of a collection of all Lamborghinis in the past decade. The design elements of Sesto Elemento, Banano, Rebenton, Sian, and Huracan Technica can all be found on these two cars. The Invincible and Authentica puts an end to the Aventador's 11-year-long production run, a proper send-off to this remarkable V12 Lambo. Before we finish today's video, let's take a look at another Aventador spawn that has no connection to Lamborghini, the Code Zero, designed by Ken Okuyama in 2017. It is a one-off model based on the Aventador with a wedge-shaped body that influenced by the famous Lancia Stratos Zero. The car cost $1.5 million to build and is one of a kind. Now we have to say goodbye to the Aventador. 11 years ago, when the Aventador was released, I was in shock. The dazzling design, the sound of a demonic V12, everything is just perfect. The Rivetto is indeed faster and more up-to-date, but it is difficult to say that it brings me the same feeling as the Aventador. It's possible that the greatest generation of a naturally aspirated car is behind us, and if that's the case, I'd actually prefer the Murcielago. Well, thank you for watching. Which car story you want me to tell you the next? Please tell me in the comment below. I'm Zeran, see you next time.